Welcome to Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. For many employers, a fully COVID-vaccinated workplace may be the goal for the near future once vaccine supplies expand. While some companies are considering mandating vaccines, and those employers will need to be mindful of accommodating workers' religious and medical needs, other employers may opt to rely on incentive programs. But employers should recognize that incentive programs come with some pitfalls. Epstein, Becker Green's Frank Morris tells us more.
Employers are looking at a range of options for incentives that would encourage their employees permissibly to take the COVID vaccine. And so the problem for employers right now is they don't really know what are the rules of the game that they're playing in, because EEOC has merely proposed regulations, and those would only come out months down the road, given the risk of final EEOC regulations that are likely to strike a line, which, if they apply to employer incentives, are going to hew more likely than not to a very low bar for what is considered to exceed what is permissible before an incentive becomes coercive. That employers, as they think about their incentives, should think carefully so as to avoid that possible EEOC claim as well as private litigants' claims. That means, I think, that looking at things like time off to get the vaccine, any time for recovery that might be required, are probably in the vein that looks safer than incentives that are significantly economically valuable otherwise in a cash sort of way. Keep in mind, too, of course, that any cash value items that are given are things that will have to be added to the employee's wages for purposes of tax considerations as well. I would strongly advise that employers think about how they are going to address those situations and have a protocol for dealing with the reasonable accommodation request before they start their incentivization program, because it's much better to think about this in advance than trying to make ad hoc decisions where there may be greater risk.
Thanks, Frank, and thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.